Welcome back to another video.
Today we are going to give you 5 simple tips to instantly take better penalties.
Let's get to it.
Let's do it. Okay, let's get straight into it. Step number 1, routine.
Yeah, routine is very important, but before we get to it, the whole of these 5 steps comes under routine.
Yeah, definitely.
So routine, whether you're playing home and away, playing in front of big crowds, small crowds, you always got to have the same routine to make you feel comfortable standing over the ball.
Yeah, and this is going to take practice. You're going to have to do things and try things out to see what works for you. But yeah, like Sam said, step 1 to 5 is routine.
Okay, step number 2 is approach.
Yeah, this is so important. Again, this should be the same every single time, regardless which side of the goal you're shooting on. So you don't want to give anything away here. So my personal approach, and again, this is going to take some experimenting like every single tip we're giving here. But my personal one, and Sam's going to give his in a second, is 2 steps back and 2 steps to the side. Nice and simple. I know exactly what I'm doing and I can do it every single time. Nice repetition.
Yeah, you like to come more from the side.
Yeah.
I like to go 3 steps directly behind the ball, 1 to the side. I know when I'm set and comfortable, when I'm in line with the post and the ball is directly in the middle of the path and the post.
Yeah, so you're a bit more straight on, and again, that comes down to personal preference. When I'm a bit more side on, I can feel that I can go either way, but you...
But I'm the same.
Exactly.
I know that I can manipulate the ball left, right, down the middle from my run-up. You the same as your run-up.
Exactly.
So, again, we all like our own preferences.
Yeah.
So...
definitely going to take some work on this one, but yeah, approach is so important. Make sure it's the same every single time. Okay, let's get on to step number 3, foot placement.
Yeah, so this is in terms of where you plant your foot beside the ball. So some like it close to the ball, some like it a little wider, but one point for me is your foot should be angled the way your run-up is.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you've got a straight on run-up, your foot should be straighter. If you go slightly wider like Jesse, he's just going to be facing more to the right of the goal because that's where his run-up is coming from.
Yeah, definitely. And we're going to add on a nice little side tip here. If you're working on a wet, grassy surface, middle of winter, especially in England on these Sunday League pitches, they can be crazy. We've been there. Make sure you compact the grass before you take it. So go by the penalty spot, give it a couple stamps, compact that grass and that mud together so that when your foot hits it, it doesn't slide from underneath you. I mean, there's been some big cases.
In big games.
Terry in the Champions League final, he's playing on a world-class pitch and it still happened. Beckham missed one. So compact that grass before taking it, then you can get ready and then you go on to your next steps. But that's a nice little side tip.
Okay, step number 4 is contact.
Yeah, this comes in 2 parts. First part is eye contact, and second part is contact with the ball, physical contact.
Yeah, so eye contact starts when you're doing your run-up, when you're set, and then you're looking at the goal. But obviously don't give too much away because this is when the keeper can read you a little bit. So a little glance, left, right, where you're going to go, that's it. Don't give too much away. Well, now you got to look at where you're going to strike. If you're going left, you're going to be hitting to the right side of the ball predominantly.
Yep.
And that's when you're going to commit. You're not going to fixate your eyes anywhere else. You're going to keep them on the ball. And part number 2 is physical contact.
So physical contact is so important. So, like Sam said, have your eyes fixated on that part of the ball, and that shouldn't change throughout the whole thing. Once your eyes are on that ball, they stay there. You then do your run up, like we said, and foot placement, and once you hit through that ball, your eyes are fixated on it, clean contact. Don't even think about anything else. Clean contact is so important.
Yeah, you see it with the pros.
Yeah.
If you've got a really solid contact to the ball, you're giving the keeper a problem.
Yeah, and that's so important. So, like Sam said, clean contact on the ball, eyes fixated on that point, hit through the ball at all times, and your eyes should still be facing the spot where the ball was even after you've hit it. And then once the ball's gone, then you can lift your head afterwards. But don't lift your head beforehand. Eye contact is so important. Okay, on to the 5th and final tip to take the perfect penalty, committing to your shot.
Yeah, we've already touched on it, where we're in a contact point. But before you take your penalty, in your run-up, you should know exactly where you're going to be hitting the ball. I like to commit and know where I'm going in my run, when I'm standing behind the ball. I know if I'm going left or I'm going right. I've already made that decision. I'm not changing it last minute.
No, and that is the big one. So our big tip is, once you're set, once you've done the thing, that's your final chance to make your mind up where you want to go. Once you've picked your spot, whether it's left or right, that's it. Do not change it, regardless of where the keeper's standing, what you're doing. If you hit your penalty well enough, no keeper's going to save it, okay? Pick your spot and stick with it. Okay, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. They were our 5 tips to taking the perfect penalty. Let us know in the comments below if you do anything different or if you have a different routine.
Yeah, and make sure you like this video, share it across your platforms, and also subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.